Good job.
Thanks.
Hey, you good?
Yeah.
I knew it. I knew that was going to happen.
Whenever it gets quiet.
I was holding on to you.
Yeah, it's no stranger to horror films. Mason Gooding finds himself trying to escape a maniac's grasp on a day meant for love.
Interesting. It's in theaters next Friday. It's perfect for Valentine's Day. It's called Heart Eyes. It follows a serial killer targeting couples on Valentine's Day. The star Mason Gooding here. Nice to have you here.
Good to see you.
Good
I
day,
can
New
see it.
York.
First when I heard about that this was a horror movie, I was like, horror movie on Valentine's, but this is what happens.
Yeah.
Love can be scary
That's
sometimes.
right. It's a plot. It's just to get someone closer to you.
I
We
knew
thought
it.
ahead. We thought ahead.
So it's exactly the premise of this movie, because you're not a couple, but the maniac kills couples.
It's hard to tell. Yeah, exactly. Well, there's a moment in which it could go either way. The way that Allie and Jay, our characters, me playing Jay and Olivia Holt playing Allie, who's fantastic, they share an embrace that would lead you to believe that they are a couple. So it's understandable that a killer who kills couples would be confused, but we just try to survive either way.
What do you think when you read a script that says, you know, a Valentine's movie about a killer?
Well, it's my two favorite things, Valentine's Day and serial murder. No, I love the horror genre as a whole. I'm a big fan of it myself. And as a part of the 68% of romance novels?
Yes.
Readers,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Are you
64?
reading one?
You read them?
Naturally. Tessa Bailey's a fantastic author, and it keeps my book stand filled. But I engage with rom-coms on a regular basis, so to marry the two as eloquently as Josh Rubin, the director, was able to do.
Well, listen, we have a clip of you in action. Should we
Oh,
see?
is that right? Yeah, might as well.
Heart
Cut it
Eyes?
on.
Do it.
Jay, are you okay?
You ditched me.
What?
We were a team.
I was being chased by a serial killer.
I know. I also was being chased by a serial killer. What the does that mean?
Jay, you're tall and ripped and perfectly capable of defending yourself.
These muscles were not made for violence. They're for cuddling.
Okay.
That's exactly right, and I can
That's
fill
right.
in the blanks too.
Yeah. You know, you've been around the block.
Let me, Mason, when you go home after a day of shooting these kind of crazy scenes, what do you do to kind of go? Okay,
Yeah? Oh, man. Well, I'll start by doing that. I'll do the big shakeout. And then typically, especially if I'm filming in a place as lovely as Auckland, New Zealand, I'll
is
sit
that
out.
where you filmed this?
Yes. Yeah. Worlds away. I had this nice balcony, so I'd go out there, drink coffee, and probably call my co-star Liv and talk about the day and what we're going to do the next day. And it was really nice and cathartic and relaxing.
I love that. So what'd you do while you were there? How long were you there, first of all?
We were there for about 3 months, 2.5, 3 months. And again, it's a gorgeous city. The people of New Zealand are incredibly lovely to be around, so I would try and walk as much as I could. So whether it was a bookstore or a coffee shop, I'd try to find my way around the city and indoctrinate myself as best I can, learn the lingo and whatnot. Indoctrinate.
Speaking of places you can walk around, I hear you're moving to New York, maybe.
That's the plan.
Yeah,
That's the plan in the
leaving LA,
neighborhood.
coming to the city. Huh?
That's it. Yeah. You want my full address right now?
Yeah, exactly. When are you moving?
Yeah,
What
exactly.
date?
List of my
And
greatest
don't
fears.
ask us for help moving here.
No,
Okay?
of course not. Of course not.
But what is it about the city
You
that
look
makes you
like
want to move here?
Brooklyn. You
Not
look
quite.
like Brooklyn.
No, I'll be city side on the island. But,
What is it about the city that makes you want to move here?
I mean, general aesthetics, the building, architecture is always stunning, and then you couple that with beautiful people, lots of beautiful people.
Are you going to be throning when you come here?
I throw naturally. I can't help it. It's a world away, but I like that concept that you would strive for something greater because it gives an opportunity to level up yourself and grow along with them.
That's perfect.
Got to close that 25% gap.
By the way, I was reading about you last night, Scream 7.
That's right.
Congratulations.
That's right. Thank you so much. Very excited. We have Kevin Williamson, who wrote the original, directing, and he's really getting to put his knowledge of the world building to good use because every question we might have, he has an answer immediately. And Neva's back, so I can't complain. It's the original Scream Queen.
So what are you going to do a movie that's not horror related? Because
No
we
time
can see you
soon.
in something else. I mean,
No.
you got that conquered.
Right,
You're doing
right.
well with it.
Oh, coming from you, that does mean a lot. Thank you.
As he rolls his eyes.
No, not even. I'm more just thinking about how many I've done. son. I'm a fan of horror and will probably do it till the day I die, but I'd obviously love to branch out and try something new, maybe something more genuinely romantic without serial killers involved.
That would be good, Mason. I like that. I just have to say, your dad has been here on this show.
Is that right?
Cuba Gooding.
He's
And
a
there's
trip.
something, well, I think it's the smile. You look a
Is
little
that
bit
right?
like your dad. Does anybody ever say that?
I like to think I look like my mom, and I sound like my dad. My brother, I can't help. My brother looks like the spitting image. I always just assume
Yes.
that I got the other side. I look so different there. That is
Yes,
me.
you
isn't
do.
it?
that?
This is true.
It's so different. I'm like, which one is
Which
it?
one is it?
Yeah.
That's right. You can't ever quite get along. Yeah, what was that? That was the Amazing Spider-Man premiere with the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. So
Oh, that was a while ago then.
That was a minute. That was a minute.
Anyway, Hard Eyes next week.
Hard Eyes next week, February
Yes.
7th. It could be more
Awesome. And
exciting.
we're going to be watching and looking for you on the streets of New York City.
Please do, please do.
Mason
Just no
Gooding,
kill-
everybody.
Yeah, thanks for being with us,
Thank
man.
you.
Good
Thank
luck.
you so much.
Congratulations on all your success.
I had to call my kid and ask her, I was like, what are you enrolled in? What are you studying? Are you guys ready for this? Ceramics. $80,000 to learn how to make clay pots. Do you know who else makes clay pots? Villagers in India.
So funny. She's my new favorite, former stay-at-home mom and bar-certified lawyer. Zarna Garg is a woman of many talents. The stand-up comedy, I'm telling you, she is killing it.
She's got 5 shows coming up at the West Side Comedy Club and a book on the way. And she joins us right now on Good Day New York, Zarna Garg. First of all, nice to meet you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. Namaste, everybody. So excited to be here.
You know, we've got to have you on right now because you're blowing up. You're going to be too big for Good Day after a while.
Don't say that to her.
You've got the book coming out. You've got the West Side Comedy Club, February 12th through the 16th.
Yes.
Now, you got a movie coming up, I heard?
That's right.
Yeah.
A nice Indian boy. A
Yes.
nice, yeah.
Nothing's slowing you down. How did you get on this trajectory from law school?
You know, people just want to get yelled at by an Indian mom. There is a big market for the truth-telling mom,
Okay.
apparently. They want me to tell them to sit down and stop talking to each other. No more communicating.
But listen, you are accomplished. You have a degree in law, right?
I try
as
to
well.
forget that. Yes, but I try to. I was such a bad lawyer. Now, you don't understand. There was a time when all my clients were in jail. I took that as a sign from God. Like, this is not working out.
But Zarna, you stayed home. You sacrificed 16 years. You stayed home. You raised your children. What did you learn?
I learned that I'm not that into them. Honestly, it is not a fun job. I don't mean that. Like, all the women who love doing it, do it. Oh, yeah, those happy faces, there was a lot of drugs in my system when I smiled. No, the legal, like the, you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Medicinal.
Medicinal, yeah.
Yes. So, okay, you went from the stay-at-home mom, you were the lawyer, you're doing the comedy now. Have you always been the funny person and you just decided to do it on stage?
I'm not trying to be funny. I really am not. I'm actually telling the truth. Like, when my kids' friends come home, I have 3 kids. We've lived in New York City. All my kids were born here. So kids are always coming and going, and I'm always yelling at them, why are you doing a degree in history? That's a podcast.
Right.
Get a podcast. You get a degree in something but they think it's funny.
Right. Well, it is, the way you tell it.
I'm not trying. I'm actually very stressed out for everybody's kids.
Well, listen, you are so good, and you do have your finger on the pulse of what makes people laugh, the truth serum. But you got 5 days coming up at a comedy club in our area.
Yes.
Have you figured out what you're going to say yet? Is it spontaneous? How do you do this?
Well, it's right around Valentine's Day, so it's going to be themed around love, which we all know I don't believe in at all. It's totally overrated. Marry for money, fine. Like, no, it's fine. We even sell merch with that love is overrated, marry for money, and it flies off the shelves in New York. Right there, that's my sweatshirt
There we go.
for Valentine's Day, because we just, we keep it real. Listen, love is not going to last more than a week.
How does your family feel
Yeah, I
about some
was
of the
wondering.
things that you say?
They are not allowed to have feelings. That's the first thing you don't do in an immigrant family. Is that, how do you feel? How do you feel? Everybody is fine. You woke up, you're eating, feeling, you're in a warm bed, everybody is fine, move on with the day, do something good. You know, please do not talk about your feelings. That is my message for Valentine's Day.
Get a degree, get a job, and we'll be okay.
And get a second job if you have time.
Most do,
Yes, right?
So what do they think about your success, though? Are they impressed?
No, of course not. They're my family. My mother-in-law, people ask her all the time, like, what do you think? Your daughter-in-law, she's like, what, the career my son gave her?
Oh,
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we're going to get into that at my shows, like my mother.
Is this your revenge tour, then? Is this what this is?
Yeah, some could call it that.
Is nothing off the table?
Nothing. I'm a New York City comic. Nothing is off the table. We go everywhere.
Have you noticed New York City? What do you think about congestion pricing? I should ask you some like current event things.
I mean, listen, people stay out of New York. It's fine. See, I'm just gonna, you know, it's
truth teller.
It's New Jersey people. It's fine.
Okay. At least she didn't just go bridge and tunnel. She like you said New Jersey.
No, it's mostly, from what I hear, it's the New Jersey people that are most upset about it. So, I mean, it's,
All right, the show is next Friday.
Yes.
Right? You start on Friday for 5 days?
yes, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
The 12th through the 16th.
Yes.
Okay, and are tickets still available? Can we get
A few, because we sell out of all these shows. This is a very iconic New York show. People fly in from all over the world to watch these shows. I'm not even kidding. It's like a small, tiny, humble little club, but we have the best time. And top secret, I do have a milestone birthday during that weekend.
Oh.
So we're gonna be extra spicy.
I love it. And by the way, you got a big TV show coming up.
Yeah.
I mean,
She's doing everything.
She's on fire.
Yeah, I
do,
had
do
3
not
kids.
forget the little people when you like have all these things like coming into place.
No one who lives in New York or works in New York is a little person. To be on this island doing anything, you're the biggest person on earth.
I love that.
me.
That's the best way to put it. And no one will be less impressed than your family when you have success.
Yes.
That's the bottom line. That's what I've learned from you this morning.
Yes, absolutely. They will still be like, but Mom, my shoes.
Right.
Right, I know.
Well,
Bring
we
it right
appreciate
back
you bringing
down.
the truth here to Good Day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Continued
Garg.
success for you.
Everybody, thank you
All
so
right,
much.
you can catch her at West Side Comedy Club, February 12th through the 16th.